Hey guys, it's Panda, and this is gonna just be an update vlog, and I'm gonna do a little show around of my studio slash apartment again in a sec. It's not gonna be a very good one because this is like I've been so stressed out about trying to get a video put out to let you guys know what's going on, or the handful of you that are watching because you care about what's going on with me anyway. But I've been trying so many times to get a video done. Like, I turn everything on, my lamps and my lights and everything that I have going, and get my camera set up and everything, and get ready to get everything straightened up and ready to record, and then something else happens that stops me from recording, or I just get too sick, or have something else come up or whatever. But I figure I need to get this done as soon as possible because I don't know what's going to happen, and it's getting to be pretty tight right now as to how much time I have left to get stuff done. So I just need to get something recorded and put up so you guys know what the situation is. I'm feeling pretty shitty lately about everything because I thought once I got my this TV and console set up and was able to start gaming, I would be able to get my channel going. And of course that hasn't turned out. It's kind of hard to get into gaming. Well, first of all, I tried using the Last of Us game to get used to playing again. I've never really played a PlayStation that much before in the past, and when I did, it was a PS1 or 2 long ass time ago, and very briefly. And I used to play a Super Nintendo and an N64 when I was younger, but it's been 20 plus 25 30 years 25 years since I was playing my Super Nintendo. So as you know, I basically had to start from scratch and try and get used to playing, and I was having a really hard time with that. Trying to get to where I could play without just constantly dying or constantly getting frustrated because I couldn't figure out how to do it right. So I haven't really done anything more than the Last of Us game a little bit, and it's hard to get into playing that kind of thing when you're just really depressed and really anxious and stressed out over everything that's going on in my situation. So it's been really hard to and to get to doing things that I would otherwise like doing, like my videos, or arts and crafts stuff, or decorating, or doing just whatever, gaming, stuff like that. I really thought I was getting into the hang of it and enjoying it and vlogging and stuff while I was putting out all those Cyberpunk videos, and I got all excited about it. And then, as you know, the game kind of crashed, and people, especially in my situation where I don't have Wi-Fi that's reliable enough to update the game, and have not really, I don't even think it's gotten any, since I had to reset my PlayStation again to try and see if I could play it without updates. It hasn't, I don't think it's been successfully updated, or if it has, it's only been one or two of the patches. So I haven't really played it. All I did was put it in to see if it would go to the menu, and that's it. And I was waiting to play it on video and get my original just reaction to it or whatever. But it's been so hard lately for constantly, if I'm not medicating or trying to control my symptoms or trying to sleep or just feeling like death on a stick, then I'm trying to make money to pay my bills that I can't ever freaking pay. This month I was under the impression we were going to be getting another stimulus check, and it's like coming up on the end of the month here, and I don't have any idea if we're going to be getting one or not yet. And because I was behind on my power bill again, I basically had to spend the money that I would have spent on medicine on my power bill to get the enough paid off so it wouldn't be shut off, because it would have been shut off over a week ago if I hadn't paid it. And I was still, up until a few days ago, being harassed by them after I'd already paid that amount. So I luckily have a caregiver who was willing to front me enough medicine for 2 weeks ahead of time, because I assumed I would have been able to pay it by now. But since I put that into my power bill and I have had no luck selling anything or getting any fundraising done this month, I have, actually it's been like 2.5 months since I got any real donations, and just have not had any luck selling anything. I've been trying to sell edibles on my Twitter because I've been making some really good edibles lately, but no luck on that, and I just don't have any idea what else I can do at this point. I've used up the very few government available funding services there are right now, and they didn't actually pay what they were supposed to have paid when they did that, and I think that was in December when I used it. They were supposed to have paid off whatever was on my power bill, and they didn't, so I still had like $250 left from that, which is basically what I had to pay this month in order to get caught up on the past due amount. So I'm kind of fucked right now, and I'm frantically, as usual, trying to sell stuff on eBay, stuff that I really don't want to sell, but I don't have a choice. And honestly, if my dad had not bought me the TV and PlayStation and told me explicitly to not sell them, because apparently having a TV and a PlayStation 4 with no electricity makes more sense than just paying my electric bill or getting my medicine, which of course my family doesn't believe is a medicine and doesn't believe that I need it, even though it's taken over for 6 prescription medicines that were killing me and had shut down my kidneys, and that's kind of why I had to go off a bunch of medicines and on this one. And because I can't move to a state where I would not be paying half my income for medication, because I don't have any means of moving or of getting a vehicle that I could live in to move with, I'm basically fucked, and nobody thinks that I am in need of being able to move, apparently, because even just the weather in Michigan is killing me. It's been below 10 degrees, or at least below 15 degrees or whatever, consistently for 2 weeks now, something like that. It is literally killing me. I have been wrapped up in blankets more often than not because I have myoclonic seizures constantly, which are triggered by just the slightest bit of cold. Even if I get out of bed at night and the fan hits me, I can easily have one. And my anxiety levels have been causing extremely high blood pressure and heart problems, and I just saw my new regular doctor, who decided that I no longer needed my Flexeril, which is a muscle relaxer, which stopped me from getting severe tension migraines. He also took away my nausea medicine, which I needed on top of my medical cannabis just to be able to consume anything. And now without that, and without the means of getting more medical cannabis this month, I'm basically planning on only having a few more days left before I'm screwed, and I'm either going to end up in the hospital, or let's just say worse, if I'll leave it at that, and you can figure out what that means, because I can't survive without my medication, and if I'm going to not have more than one of them, it's going to be pretty bad, and I'm not going to be able to do it. So at this point, I'm pretty much at the end of my thread, because that's what it is. It's a thread, it's not a rope. I haven't had a rope for a very long time. I've had threads that I have been grasping at and barely hanging on to. And I've been trying to distract myself by redecorating, and I was going to redo my setup, and I'm in the process of doing that, but at the moment my bedroom is still full of recycling that nobody is willing to help me take to the recycling bins, which are about 10 miles away, and I can't get them. I can't get the bags full of recycling in my bedroom there by myself. So right now my bedroom is full of trash bags and it looks horrendous, and I can't fit the junk in there that I need to fit in there to get my living room and setup looking better. And I'm also in the process of trying to sell more stuff that I wasn't planning on selling, but have no choice but to sell. So basically anything except for like the TV and PlayStation and laptop, and a couple other things are gonna end up for sale. So if you see anything that you might want, it's pretty likely I'm gonna end up having to sell it. Just let me know. I was gonna do an unboxing of these two dolls that I heard about on YouTube and was able to find them very, very cheap about a month ago, and had planned on doing an unboxing video and either collecting them or just selling them when they got to be a little more valuable. But I'm a big fan of Billie Eilish and love these dolls. I'm not sure I love them enough. I mean, if I could get $10 more than what I paid for each of them, I'd sell them right now. But right now they're not worth that much. So I already sold probably 2/3 or more of my Cyberpunk stuff that I was trying to collect. God forbid I ever collect anything. I'm not allowed to spend any money on anything if it's not something I need to survive, because I will get chastised to no end by not only my family, which is bad enough, but by anybody who watches my shit and decides to remind me that I'm too poor to own any of this stuff. So I'm not allowed to be happy in any way, including spending, $30 a month on anything that I don't absolutely have to have right now. But yeah, pretty much everything's for sale, I guess. I don't have a choice. I'm going to be selling my puzzles. I've got 3 puzzles there that are not opened. Was really looking forward to doing at least 1 or 2 of those, but obviously I can't. I'm not allowed to do that. I'm probably going to sell my magazines. They're both UK, PlayStation UK, Cyberpunk magazines. I've got this PlayStation Lite that I barely plugged in before I had to put it back in the box so I can resell it. Pretty much everything you see here is for sale. I've got a whole bunch of Adam Lambert stuff that I had collected over the years that I was obsessed with him. Not a whole bunch, actually. I've only got like 3 magazines, a book, a poster, and probably one other thing I don't remember, but I'm selling my Game of Thrones collection. I'm selling all the magazines I have. I've already got all my weed books and magazines listed on eBay. I've got a couple other cannabis related things listed that I'm allowed to list if I word it correctly. For some reason, I'm not even allowed to list my CBD drops or topical ointment on eBay. They won't let me list that for some reason. So I do have unopened, brand new CBD Farms organic ointment and drops if anybody's interested in those. I basically was planning on getting all of this stuff on this wall moved into my bedroom, and I was going to set up my glass top desk and TV center here to be the large majority of where I was going to do my gaming and computer stuff with my laptop. At present, I am using my laptop on that desk over there, which wasn't on this wall, but I moved it over there because I was gonna basically have, that's my bedroom, by the way. Welcome to my bedroom right here. This is it. This wall right here. This is where I sleep. This is where I sit. This is where I spend 80% of my time, right here. I have not slept on a bed in probably 20 plus years, and this is where I sit to do my computer stuff, my smoking, my eating, everything at this desk. I'm probably going to end up having to sell the speaker that I use for my phone and laptop and everything when I watch stuff. Probably going to sell. I've got a bunch of headphones for sale that I have bought over the years that I barely used. I would, some of this stuff, if it's heavy, it's not worth selling unless it's a book and I can send it media mail, because shipping is so absurdly expensive these days that I can't sell anything unless I don't charge shipping or charge very little shipping, and then I don't make any money. So I have to make sure it's not going to cost that much for shipping. Otherwise it's not worth selling. So a lot of stuff I can't even sell, like for example my lava lamps I would probably have sold by now if they were not so heavy. And I've got this pack of vintage neon colored floppy disks, and I was going to, I plan on still making, I also have some paint. I bought some paint, some cheap paint that I could use to make some cyberpunk style, like novelty gift things I was going to sell with these. I can put pictures or stickers on them of cyberpunk, and then paint and marker and stuff to make them look like an art piece of some kind. And I've got like little stands for them. I think I only spent like $12 or $15 on everything, so it's going to be worth it because I can sell them each for $10 to $15. And they're very small and light, so it won't cost much to ship. But I have to work on that to get those listed. And it's really hard to do stuff like that when I'm just constantly feeling sick and feeling like death and just not able to function properly to get things done that I need to get done. I feel like I just want to, it's the weather and the depression and anxiety and everything is just making me want to curl up in a ball and not ever get up again. So I'm not doing well right now. I'm probably gonna, oh, by the way, I'll probably sell my shoes that I really, really love. I've got Ed Hardy ones, and I've got some Galaxy print high tops, and I've got some winter boots that are super cool looking. But like, I'm trying to already sell a bunch of shoes and hats and purses and coats and name brand clothes and stuff like that that I've been trying to sell for a long time and just have no luck with it. I don't know what else like to do right now, really. I'm just kind of updating you guys to let you know that this might be the last vlog I do. I'm not doing well. I've only got a couple days worth of medicine left, and if I can't buy any more, I'm basically done. I'm screwed. I can't do it. I can't anymore. I'll probably, if I make it through this week, I'll probably end up having to sell my Cyberpunk game with this really fucking awesome steelbook case that I got. That's one of the very few things I have left of Cyberpunk, and since I can't play it, what the fuck am I keeping it for? I already tried finding out about getting a refund because I heard that CD Projekt was refunding people, even people who bought the special edition like I did. I paid $250 for the special edition that I unboxed on my channel. And basically I only have a few of the stickers, the pins, the game with the steelbook, and this box with the art book that came in it. And that's basically it. I sold the statue for basically nothing. I really got screwed on that. I sold the car keychain that I really, really, really wanted to keep because it was really awesome and it looked really awesome on my purse. And I sold the patches and most of the stickers and some of the other stuff in a lot already. So I don't have a heck of a lot left, basically. And some of the stuff I do have isn't really worth anything. Like this Funko Pop, for example. I only paid like $8 for that. So I can't really, it's not worth selling. So if you see anything you want to buy, I've got a shit ton of pins over here. Because I was collecting pins. Probably not going to be doing that anymore. I've got a bunch of YouTubers on here, mostly artists, that I was collecting when the pins were on sale. I only bought them on sale because I couldn't really afford to pay $15 or more for them. But yeah, I have all these pins here. If you guys are into those and are interested, these two gold ones here are weed pins, I believe. I know that the honeycomb one is. That big one right there is a special edition honeycomb dab pin, and the one under it is a glittery honeycomb one that I think was supposed to be from a YouTuber. I can't remember who. I just thought it was a cool one that looked like a weed pin, so I got it to go with that other one. And the panda jack-o'-lantern thing is actually from Medical Pandas, which was a weed company that sold a bunch of novelty stuff. And I don't know if they're still in business, but that was a limited edition pin that I got like 10 years ago. So that's probably worth a little bit. But yeah, I'm basically trying to come up with money as quick as possible, because if I don't get that fucking stimulus check in the next few days or a week at the most, I'm basically not going to make it through the month. So if anybody wants to contribute, I have PayPal, Venmo, Amazon gift cards really help. Basically, trying to get my medicine paid for the month and then pay up on my power bill, because that's what I was going to do with the stimulus check. Again, even though there's a lot of shit I need to buy that I can't otherwise afford, and I can't ever do that because every time we've gotten any kind of money, like the last stimulus check, 90% of it went into getting caught up on medicine and bills. And that's what's going to happen again. Even though I swore up and down that this time I was going to do something that made me happy. Do something that made me feel like I could stick around longer for, a little bit and see if it gets better. Because it's been 20 years of this waiting for it to get better bullshit. And it's gotten nothing but worse. And I don't think I can really wait any longer for it to get better. There have been the times, I don't want people who donated to feel like I squandered it or it didn't do any good, because I would be dead by now if it wasn't for those donations. That did help me pay my power bill off, at least to keep it on this long. And I'd be dead by now, which in my position actually sounds like it wouldn't have been that bad, because I can't keep doing this anymore. But if anybody, thinks that I should stick around, or I should give it more time, or I should give it another chance, or I deserve another chance, or whatever, just whatever. My family doesn't think so. So I am hoping that people out there will take place of family that I have or should have that are not really my family. Because they're not doing their job as a family, a very capable, very healthy, very well-off family that has helped everybody else, all my cousins and my siblings, and people who are gambling addicts, shoplifting addicts, drug addicts, spending addicts like my mom, and they always get help when they need it. But when it comes to me, like, for some reason, my family's like, well, you're here because God brought you back multiple times, even though it wasn't God, it was them who decided to ignore my DNR forms. So therefore, it's up to him if he's going to provide for you, or make sure you can keep making it, or make sure you get on your own 2 feet, or whatever. He provides if you pray hard enough, if you believe enough, whatever the fuck. That's their opinion. So they're not going to do anything because they've passed it off onto God. So as far as they're concerned, if I'm going to make it, it's up to God. If not, it's up to God. It's God's plan either way. And in the meantime, you know, my mom's brothers are buying her cigarettes and bringing her cigarettes all the time and helping her with groceries and helping her with borrowing money. But I've had to basically do it on my own, as far as my family hasn't really. I might get $50 on Christmas from the richest people in my family. I think I got like $20 from another person in the family over Christmas, but like not to the point where I can pay off my bills, or I can pay my power bill at least, or, you know, like I've said before in the past, I even mentioned to them that if the people in my family who are doing well enough that they can afford to send me $5 a month would do so, then my power bill would be paid off. And I would be able to focus on getting enough medication to be able to function through the month, and maybe have some kind of a regular thing, like job or something, because I wouldn't have to worry about not having my medicine every week or every other week or whatever. But that's always been laughed at. Why would they want to send me $5 a month when they can spend that on a Starbucks or whatever? That's pretty much the way they made it sound. Just like whenever I talk to my uncle, who has helped his son get a vehicle 3 times in the past 2 years, and has handed down his vehicle twice in the past 2 years to his son. And my great aunt has talked about how she helped her daughter get a van and signed for it and helped her pay for it until she got on her own 2 feet. And I'm talking to these people like, why am I made to feel like expecting my parents or grandparents or whoever is well off enough and able to help, to just sign for me to get a van so I can get out of here, no longer pay the bills here in this toxic prison cell that I've been in for 10 years, and be able to move to a state where I could easily afford to live in an apartment with a vehicle, and my medicine would basically be nothing. And I'd be able to see the doctors I need to actually be treated for all these symptoms that no doctors around here know anything about, like my myoclonic seizures or my severe debilitating nausea that they're just apparently no longer even willing to treat the symptoms of. So it's like all I need is to get somewhere that's not here so I can afford to pay for my medicine or grow it myself or whatever it takes. And nobody's willing to do that for me. Like, I've been drowning for 15 plus years in trying to pay bills that I can't pay, and trying to buy medicine that I can't afford anymore. Like, I can either afford my power bill or my medicine, and if I pay my power bill and not my medicine, then I'm going to be in the hospital and not here, and I won't need the electricity here because I won't be here. And that's what I can't get my family to understand. Like, why would I pay my electric bill instead of my medicine if the medicine is keeping me alive and functional and living here? Then I'm just going to end up in the ICU or in the hospital, and if I can't have my medical cannabis in the hospital, I will die. So what's the point of paying a power bill if I'm just going to be dead within the month because I don't have my medicine? Like, they can't get that through their heads, and everybody else is just nitpicking at me spending $5 or $10 here and there on stuff that makes me happy for a while. But nobody's telling my mom to stop spending hundreds of dollars a month on she gets boxes at her door, big boxes at her door every other day. She never opens them, or if she does, she never takes anything out and uses it. She spends over $100 a month on cigarettes that she keeps swearing up and down she's going to quit. And she won't use the CBD pen I gave her to use to quit. And it's just like, what? So I'm an adult and she's an adult, but she's the irresponsible one, so therefore she's allowed to spend all this money and not give a fuck about her daughter. And, you know, people just bring her stuff when she runs out and doesn't have the money. But when I need medicine or my power bill or any of that kind of thing, that's my problem, or that's God's problem, whatever. It's not their problem, of course. It's everybody else's problem but theirs. It's my problem, it's God's problem. Whatever. They all just shrug it off and tell me I'll figure it out, and I've already figured it out. I've been figuring it out for over 10 years that I've been living on my own with no family support, and no transportation and no friends in real life. Like, nobody to turn to, nobody to talk to. I literally was told, my doctor was shocked that I didn't have a shrink because of my anxiety and depression. And, you know, was also shocked that all my doctors are shocked that I don't have transportation, and have almost lost my doctors because the one or two people that I can still beg rides from are so unreliable that they cancel on me at the last second because of the weather or because something else comes up. And I've almost lost my pain doctor twice, and I've almost lost my other doctor already. I've had to reschedule 3 times just to see my new regular doctor, and it's already looking pretty bad about keeping them because I can't even get to my mandatory monthly doctor appointments, you know? And I'm just so tired of having every single aspect of my life be nothing but severe stress and anxiety, and I'm expected to just do the impossible all the time by myself with a dozen severely painful, debilitating symptoms every day. And I can't do it anymore. I can't medicate anymore because I have to just do it as sparingly as possible, so I constantly feel like shit. And when I have work that I need to do for YouTube, I have to take extra pain meds, and then I run out, and then I have nothing to, you know, get by on. And I'm just so exhausted of this. I'm so done with this constant fight and constant begging and constant working and constant paying and still never getting caught up, let alone getting ahead. Like, I can't do it anymore, man. I can't get a credit card. I can't get a loan. I can't borrow money. I can't get anybody to buy anything. I can't get any donations. I'm out of options. I'm out of options. And I'm tired of buying myself a week or a couple weeks at a time and then figuring, okay, well, after that, that'll be it. Unless something happens, then maybe it won't be it, but we'll see. And that's not a way to exist anymore. Nobody else would be able to handle living like that for 10 years, let alone having it get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse every month. And no end in sight, and no light at the end of the tunnel, and no answers, and no ideas, no solutions. I mean, except for what I've come up with, which is never good enough. So, yeah. I might just start playing Cyberpunk to see if it works, because I need to get my mind off of shit. But I don't think I can record it because I can't be on camera right now. And I don't have the means of recording it. My shitty little phone that I'm using right now is really old and falling apart, and my regular phone that I use every day has been dying for months, and I thought I'd be able to get a refurbished old flagship phone for like $200 so I could switch to that for my regular phone. And that was supposed to have happened by now, but as usual, I'm still waiting for the stimulus check so I can get a phone that is not literally dying on me, because the phone I use regularly, prepaid phone, is literally dying on me, and I can't hardly use it anymore. So, since that is my means of entertainment and distraction 90% of the time, it's not looking good right now. It's really not. So I think I'm pretty much done. Like I said, if you guys want to, I'll try to post a link to my eBay below if you guys want to go check out what I'm selling, or if you see anything in the videos that you want, let me know, because I'll probably be willing to sell it. And I gotta go because my video's about to cut out if it hasn't already. So thanks for watching and listening if you have this far. And I'm sorry for the mess and for the shitty video and for the usual depressing, just cesspool of a life that I have, I guess. Not much else I can say, so I guess hopefully I'll see you guys again. I don't know for sure, but if not, this is the reason that you won't be seeing me again. So I'll talk to you guys next time, hopefully. Hope you guys are doing better than me. Peace out.